No, we didn't kill nobody, but that's sometimes I wanted to,
Right.
and it wasn't the people on the set. Wink, wink, wink.
I absolutely love this movie. I connected to it in so many ways, other than
Thank you
just,
very much. I appreciate that.
of course. Yeah. I mean, other than just being from, like living in Fort Greene and living in Bed-Stuy before that, I used to like walk down all the Stuyvesant,
Let's die, do or die.
do it, die, Bed-Stuy. Yeah. I
Yeah.
live on Marcy and Green.
Mhm.
And I just I've always loved how Brooklyn in so many of your films is such a character and is such an important aspect to it feels like such an important aspect to the film and to the background of the film. I guess what was important for you in sort of in digging into Brooklyn in this film in particular.
Well, the script takes place in Manhattan, but I had to change it up. And since that building was built, the Dumbo Olympia, because I live in Manhattan, but I'm in Fort Greene. So every morning, the Brooklyn Bridge, I see this building, and even before Denzel sent me the script, and I said one day I got to use that. And how the world works, Denzel sent me that script and put Brooklyn in it.
There you go. Yeah, well, that opening shot with the drone like landing
Right.
on is absolutely gorgeous. I really, really it was breathtaking. King's character, for myself as a filmmaker, as an artist, trying to sort of stay true.
Whoa, don't say try. You're doing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean it's yeah, it's yeah, it's finding that balance between doing the work I'm getting paid for and doing the work that's in my heart can sometimes be very difficult. And I know that with King, to me, what I connected to is this man who was
That's the word.
yeah, and that now and that this film is about him connecting back to his roots, connecting back to the art form and to what made him to begin with. Love to hear from you,
And
sort of
also,
what.
I like to jump right here. And also, it's emphasized that scene where his wife, played by Ilfanesh Hadera, great, they're on the terrace. She says, "Look, that joy that you used to get from music, I don't see it anymore." So you know that right away. You know that Denzel's character David King is going through his feelings and transitional. And look, whether you're an athlete, arts, wherever, like get to the point like whether it's too old, your ears gone, whatever, like you're not at the zenith
Right.
you're at before. And that makes interesting art.
It's the artist condition, it's the human condition. It's how do you keep
Self-doubt.
self-doubt? It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
I
washed
deal with that
up.
every day.
I mean, even in the thing, Ethan Rocky says, you're washed up. You're old. I'm not God no more, nigga. I am. We got that generational thing too.
Absolutely, and you get. I mean, I love how the two scenes where they're the most connected, like King and Young Felon, they're talking through glass. They're separated by glass. What was that? What was the intention behind that for you?
They're in jail.
They're also in the recording studio.
Oh yeah, both times.
Yeah.
Oh, see. Oh, thank you for that. They're, they're in glass, also recording still too, and in jail. So you
Yeah.
tricked me. You tricked me. I forgot about the recording.
But it felt almost like a mirror.
Yes, but also in the original too, the final scene there and
Right.
with the
There,
flowers.
there was
His,
this
his
amazing effect that happened when like it seemed like things sort of clicked in for King in that jail conversation where like it warps and where it's the glass between them becomes very like it becomes more perpendicular almost.
you know what? That sounds like a question from a filmmaker. So let me explain it.
Yeah.
I knew we had the glass. It's jail. I'm not talking about the recording studio. So the glass between them, and I knew right away we got to start with the beat profile. Dennis on the left, Rocky on the right. and there's two dollies. So my great, wonderful grip, Lamont Crawford, had the two dollies, rigged them so they're together. So there are two operators riding the dolly, but two dolly grips pushing the dolly. So they'll always be together because you don't do that, it's not gonna be the same.
Right.
So dollies were tied together and two dolly grips on each dolly pushing them in. And also the operators had a monitor on their camera and they could see the monitor on the other camera. So they could see what each was doing. So it looked like it was one. That's how we did it.
Oh, that was it was awesome. It was really it was
And
really
also I gotta look, yeah, I had that deal, but the great Matt Libatique, yeah, did the execution. No, we didn't kill nobody, but sometimes I wanted to.
right. Always.
And it wasn't the people on the set. Wink, wink, wink.
I feel that so deep.
But all kidding aside, when you Matty Libatique, genius, genius. So Matty,
100%, 100%. Uh, Next question, I guess. So there's something that I'm dealing with in my day to day is this fear of AI, um, coming for my job, coming for the people relying on it to do things that artists, human beings, have been doing forever and have elevated the art
you and
form.
I in concert.
And there's a massive thread throughout this whole thing where it feels like King is feels the same way, and King is
Yeah, no heart, no soul.
part. Yeah, and so I mean I love to hear you talk about that theme in this film, because for me that it was so refreshing to hear.
Well, thank you. And then another thing that I would like to add, what about education? What about our young minds who are cheating, having AI write their thesis papers, take their test,
Kids don't
and
read anymore.
they read on this though. And look, the opening scene, Denzel's character trying to tell his son, how many hours do you spend on your phone? So one day they come out some tests or studies saying that over a certain amount of hours, there's damage to your brain. It's coming. And we wanted to show right away this gulf between generations. Now, I don't want to sound like Denzel, I don't want to sound like all fuddy duddies, but 10 hours a day on a phone, that cannot be good, especially young developing brains too.
Yeah. Before I wrap, I just want to talk about that final scene,
In the
where
recording studio or on the train?
the at the apartment where he's listening to her sing.
Oh,
Uh,
Ayana Lee, yes.
Yeah, and I mean, incredible performance. And then, and I'm seeing him reconnecting in that
On
moment.
Denzel's face, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no one better than Denzel, but like, I mean, it was clear.
I got a story for you.
Go for it.
Uh, Now I can't kill technology because I spent several hours, especially going to this film, on Instagram looking at talent. I mean, back in the day, people had to move to get to LA. People had to move to get to New York. Today, young artists can't afford rents in New York
Yeah.
and LA. But technology has helped. So Janae, she was on Instagram. She's the young artist. This I call it a black Joni Mitchell who's playing, and she's in the lobby waiting for him to come. And Denzel says, Denzel's character, you got 60 seconds. Another group is called the Fergus McCready Trio, Scottish group. There's a theme that we do all the time, especially on the subways. They're from Scotland. Then Ayana Lee, who you mentioned, saw her on Instagram. She wrote that song, Highest to Lowest. And that all came through this. And Remember the scene where Ilfinesh, she says, "I don't see the joy in your face anymore." You see that in that last scene with Denzel Washington. Like he's come alive. He's reconnected with the music, but even more than that. Listen to this though. This is the mother right here. That was recorded live. Recorded live. And in the editing, I was looking at Denzel's face. And so I said, God damn it, I got it. With the reaction we see in Denzel's face, he's thinking about what the orchestration is going to be. So if you peep this in the song, it starts out with just piano and Yana singing, and then as we see the emotion of Denzel's face, then comes the instrumentation. You notice that?
No.
There's no orchestra in the room on
Oh,
the set.
right. I was so in it. I didn't catch it.
Post. And that came from Denzel Washington because he was reacting to her singing, which was live, but it was just Ayana singing and piano. Listen, go to get the soundtrack. There's some point in the song where it becomes a full blown out orchestration. Listen to the song, highest to lowest.
That's phenomenal.
But the reason why it's phenomenal is because it's the genius of Denzel Washington. Me in the editing room and looking at dailies and see Denzel's face react to her music. And I'm saying, wait a minute. He has the best ears in the business. So he's hearing this song.
It's its connection to the heavens. It feels like a heavenly explosion.
Yes. So I'm saying, I called Howard, the composer. I said, we got to write orchestration for this. So that came in post because we were shooting just Ayana and piano. That's it.
That's unreal.
And that came from the genius of Denzel Washington because he was David King, and you saw the joy come back to his heart, to his soul, and he was already in his mind thinking about how the final product is going to be, what's going to be released the radio on. He's signing her, and then it then turns the whole family to the end. The son he wants to cut. His wife, she just declares, I'm co-chairman of the new label, and then it's like, oh, whoa, and then his character, then he says, you know what? This is family.
AI can't do that shit.
And then he says, let's go to work. You know where that's from? That last line. That's the last line of my favorite film, On the Waterfront.
That is On the Waterfront.
All right, let's go to work.
On the Waterfront, directed by Kazan, won an Oscar. Directed by my friend, the late Bud Schulberg, won an Oscar. On the Waterfront. Great score by Leonard, his first and only score, Leonard Bernstein. What? What?
This has been a dream come true, man. Thank you so much for talking to me. I gotta
You
wrap.
see me in Fort Greene. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And look, man, keep doing your thing, all right?
Thank you.
Shit ain't easy.
No, but that's why it's worth it.
You know what I'm talking about. All right, man. Fort Greene in the house.
Fort Greene.
That's the question I have for you.
Got to get ready.
Can you handle it?
What a big payback.
All money ain't good money.